And what if I decide to? I don't wanna leave you, but I don't wanna hurt no more. I'm hurting all the time, like all the time. Please just make it stop. My cemetery blues. Never asked to live, no one ever gets to choose. I don't wanna die, but everything's a lie. The ghost is saying it's okay. Wipe the tears from your eyes. My cemetery blues. Try to be an optimist, and I don't wanna lose. I don't wanna die, but everything's a lie. Just stay one more day. Wipe the tears at your eyes. Just another specter in the graveyard. Everybody here is playing with the same gods. Yeah, you might as well bury me while I'm awake. Cause the mask that I'm wearing is a safeguard, and the face underneath is holding back hard. No one ever understand why I'm so easy to break. I keep asking myself what I'm missing. Don't want no damn special attention, but everybody calls the crowd for help. A fucking stunt. They don't seem to understand I hit a brick wall. They don't ever make it better when they do call. The way I see it, why do I try it all? Maybe what I should do is take a little time to try and understand why I feel like this all the time. I don't wanna hurt you, I don't wanna leave you, I don't wanna end this all and leave my pain behind. Please just make it stop. My cemetery blues. Never asked to live, no one ever gets to choose. I don't wanna die, but everything's a lie. The ghost is saying it's okay. Wipe the tears from your eyes. My cemetery blues. Try to be an optimist, and I don't wanna lose. I don't wanna die, but everything's a lie. Just stay one more day. Wipe the tears at your eyes. Attention, human beings. I have arrived. Cause I'm sick of your shit. Let's go. Got my spark back. They don't like that. Cause I'm rocking confident, ready for combat. Bitches don't understand my weird flow. I came to this earth on a UFO. Yeah, I'm an alien, ain't pedestrian, native to the world. Ha, take another guess again. Been a little freak since 1992. And now I'm doing what I was put on the earth to do. Shut the fuck up. Really, shut up. Light years on the weird girl shit. Anyone who tells me otherwise can lick my fucking. I don't need no validation cause I know that I'm the shit. I've been rocking freaky aura longer than I can admit. Nah, it ain't a bit. Roaches on my clip. I've been making calls to space if I'm a motherfucking ship. They never picked the phone up, call me Homo sapien. Now I'm stuck on planet Earth, I gotta do this shit again. I gotta do this shit again. I gotta do this shit again.
Oh well.
I gotta do this shit again. Oh, fuck. I'm just an alien. I'm from another distant world. They wanna press me to the mold, but I refuse to bend and fold. I'm interstellar, got galore. I'll give them what they want and more. I'm only going with the flow, but I don't let nobody know. What the fuck is with these people these days? Everybody talking about how much they love weird bitches until the bitch is actually weird. I'm the meanest, the greenest, the mother artiest. I'm bumping galaxies, I got my power from Venus. Bring around my Saturn, ain't nobody gonna see it, cause these dreamers busy dreaming.
There we go. Hello.
Yeah, I'm working cause I feel it. Gotta work, my bread is needed. If I catch a draw, I drop
Hi,
it,
Baker. Sorry I didn't say bye in your stream. I got distracted setting up mine. But it looked like you were having lots of fun. Alright. I am here with Inktopuss. Also, you said you're fine with being called by your real name, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay, also known as Chris. I am going to call him Chris a lot. Yeah, please rest. That was a long stream. You streamed over 10 hours. I can't imagine that. I can barely 2 past 2 without having to get up. But yeah, you rest up. Please drink lots of water. I can't wait till I can say, nah, it's only 10 hours. I'm still a baby streamer. So excited. But yeah, we're playing Dungeon Alchemist. I'm still sick, so again, sorry about coughing into the mic. I'm gonna try to turn when I can. Voice is really gravelly compared to the last couple streams. But yeah, we're just gonna have some fun and vibe. Again, the mature content is up for a reason. I am listening to a very mature rated artist today. But yeah, if you want to start us off, Chris, while I remember how to play. Well, how to do things.
Yeah, I know we talked about just kind of hanging out on stream to talk games, because we don't talk games a whole lot anymore. Or schedule wise.
We really don't. I gotta remake this room. It deleted it.
Oh
I had
no.
it so nice. And then you're gonna see it, you're gonna be like, that's lame.
I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. You've seen the maps I've drawn.
This house has like no meaning. I'll give you a tour when I recreate this room. This house has no meaning. It really is just me playing with all the features and trying to see what isn't pot. Wait, that's not what I used last time. Where's my moose rug?
I'm sorry, a moose?
Yeah. Now I have a bear skin. Where did my moose rug go? That's disappointing. I guess I'll use the bear one. Just gonna leave it there for now. Sapphire, I didn't say hi. Hi, Sapphire. I gave you a head pat, though, so you know I acknowledged your existence. Thank you for coming in. I hope you had a good day at work. Where's my tables?
Head pats are always a good way to show affection.
Absolutely. But yeah, we haven't done world building and character creation together in such a long time.
I feel like it's been just too long to even count.
Where is my table? Pretty much.
Also,
I mean,
I'm gonna have to get this game because it looks like just too much fun.
Oh, absolutely. Work was fine. Oh, that's good. So I am an artist, and though I may not be the best out there, one of the hardest things I have issues with is backgrounds. And so I got this with the full intent of not only using it for when I make D&D maps, but also just, for drawing background scenes. Because, like, I'll change the map later off of this to something smaller and easier to work with, but I can show you, this thing is capable of so much. And I really like it. Oops.
I'm digging that statue in the center there.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Because, I mean, I make all my maps by hand on graph paper because that's just who I am. But they end up being not super detailed. In it,
oh yeah, like
any
here.
detail comes from when I'm playing it and I'm describing it as the GM.
Like everything in this room, I added in all of these books and stuff. I put these on here, and there are, as you can see, there's some like ones that can come with things on it, and they don't even directly match what you see on here. Sapphire, you better tell me what you're making for dinner, by the way, because I want to know. I put everything on this shelf on here, which is why it's very cluttered. This is my first shelf. I got a little chamber pot in the corner.
It's a very cottagecore shelf.
All these pillows are movable. And so I just did 4 rooms. These are like, I guess, servant rooms, because this is like a mansion. I'm gonna move my mic a little bit to match what way I'm facing. I got a bathroom here in the middle, which is a work in progress, and just more areas. Fish, popcorn, shrimp, and onion rings. That sounds delicious, except that would kill me. But yeah, and then I've got like
sound delicious.
A kitchen, and like, again, I've set all this on here. Every single one of these are individual. So, like,
So
this isn't a full cabinet. I'm not going to move that because that's on the slit. But I could, like, just rip that off the wall. Okay, all of that I think is one. But, like, you can get individual ones as well. Like, I can pick this up. I can open everything.
Oh, that's too cool.
Yeah, I really like it. All of these are individual. I stacked them up, played around with it. You can also open doors, just so they're just open instead. Yeah, it's really nice.
See, with the grid on it,
Oops.
I
This is
would
a bigger
totally
map. It's gonna lag a little.
like a virtual tabletop.
Oh, absolutely. That was essentially one of the things that they mentioned this is probably going to get used for is for DnD. Or other tabletop RPGs where they can use these squares for their distance. And like, same thing, I could open this and fill it with like gems or, oh here, oops, hold on, let me pick. I filled up this shelf with like jewels and stuff because this is the master bedroom of the house. So like all of these jewels I put on here, I resized them because a lot of things end up bigger than I wanted. A bunch of coins, which these came in a stack. Pico, please stop screaming. Thank you. Pico is my cat. I got a book on the floor because why not? Oh my gosh, this chest is funny. If I open it, it's just filled with gold. I think you can get empty chests too, if you wanted.
I mean, who doesn't need a chest full of gold, though?
Exactly. Then I've got, like, they didn't have a lot of options for, like, these bookshelves, unfortunately, at this time. This game is still in beta, by the way. Beta or alpha, I can't remember. So this is still a work in progress. They plan on adding a lot more. Got a bunch of bookshelves. I filled up this desk with a bunch of stuff, a bunch of different books, just cause. Again, this is my test place. I'm just playing around with it. I got a pit right here. Yeah. I'm gonna go back to this room now.
I would have too much fun with this as a DM, just map making and...
Oh, absolutely. I spent so long playing with this. Who needs a chest of gold? You want a chest of dice? I wish that was an option. But you will like... Hold on, let me find it. I think it's in this one. It might not be. No, it's not. I'll find it eventually. And then I'll let you know. There's just so many options and I can never remember where anything is. I don't think it's in here. There's so many options, it's insane.
I mean, if they did put like a chest full of dice in the game, it would be very meta.
Absolutely. Oh no, it's not in here. I'll find it eventually. I just can't remember. No, it's not in here. There's just so much to choose from. I've barely been able to play with any of it.
I mean, it sounds like this stream is going to be a perfect time to just mess with it.
Absolutely. I'll find what I'm looking for eventually, and then I'll be like, aha, here it is. I just don't remember where it's at right now. I'm still getting used to how they categorize everything. And they have a nice little duplicate button, so I don't have to go over and grab it each time. And it's currently like snapping to the grid, and collisions are on, but like I could easily turn this off and make things ram into each other if I wanted to. Right now I'm gonna, actually, for the table, I'm gonna take them off. But yeah, I've been having a ton of fun getting used to it, and like, this is the one where eventually we'll also be able to... I can't find what I want, and it's distracting me. We'll eventually be able to, like, send these maps to be printed if we want to.
See, that'd be cool. I will say one of the things, like, that I struggle with as a DM, because I will sit just by myself for hours making really intricate, detailed hand drawings of these maps.
Mm-hmm.
But then during the game, I'm having to redraw it really quickly so that, the players get a good view of it, or like a quick view of it, without me giving away all of the like secret doors and pit traps and stuff that I've drawn in there. So some of my like intricate hand-drawn maps kind of don't get seen by anybody but me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've got a file folder on my D&D shelf just full of maps that have not really seen the light of day.
Oh yeah, I get that. And I mean, in a way, it'll still be a little difficult because of just the way this is. Like one of the biggest things is you might end up showing your party like, oh, instead of just part of the map, I've showed them the entire map for this area.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it's like a little give and take. Or you could just take a paper, lay it on top, and slowly cut out stuff. That where they've been, you're like, okay, well, now this area is open.
Yeah, and I know at least Roll20, it's the virtual tabletop I'm most familiar with. I know there's a like Fog of War style where you can hide stuff that you haven't revealed, that the players haven't gotten there yet.
Haha, there we go. That's how I left the room when I saved earlier. I think the program crashed is why I didn't save.
Well, I mean, that's what early access is for, to try to get rid of those bugs.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, just playing around. I can, here, let me save. And then, if it doesn't want to crash, I'm gonna give it a second, and then I can open up a new stuff, or a new map, and show you some other things that you can do here. That should be long enough. Okay, new map. So it doesn't like going bigger than 50 by 50. It can, but it definitely takes longer for like the computer to process. So this is a lot of squares, to be honest, already, a 30 by 30. So
yeah, that's a pretty good size area.
So when I made my rooms, as you saw, I had them all empty. It has AI settings. So I turned like this off. I also turned like doors and windows off because I wanted to be able to put them in on my own. But if I leave all of this on, let's go with a tavern and the kitchen. I can just draw out how big I want it. It thinks about it. And it fills in the entire thing. And then you can just edit it from there. So, like, if you're like, okay, I don't have time to fill in an entire room with details, boom. And then you just edit it if there's something specific you want in there.
Right, just wanting to, like, if you just want to give everybody a quick impression, like, hey, this is a tavern kitchen.
Right, because you're like, okay,
without spending an
this
hour.
Tavern kitchen really doesn't mean anything. I don't need it a lot. Or you're like, okay, this is cool, but I don't like it. You can hit this button, it'll remake it. Of course, it kind of did the same thing, almost. But like, there's small details that have been moved around. Everything's slightly different. It is so nice. Or if you don't like it, you can trash it. Like we can make...
That's interesting. I'm gonna have to play around with this.
a bedroom. So this one has a bunch of beds, a chest, dice. Or if I'm like, oh, I don't like this one. That one's plain. That one has a different table. It's also going by the theme, because I have the tavern. Like, if I click castle, bedroom, it goes a little fancier. Which is really cool.
That is cool. Yeah, just a bit of a fancier bed.
And yeah, it's super cool. Like this stuff is gorgeous. I love these ones. Of course, that's clipping into the wall a little bit, but I really like it. And you
I
can
kind of dig
even
it clipping into the wall, though.
like say I click new map. We have options. So, for example, dark parchment. It usually starts you on a meadow or a forest, but I can click dark parchment. And this is just what it is. It's just parchment.
See, that's more like what I'm used to.
And then here's my hallway. And then I'm like, oh, at the end of this hallway, we have a 7x5 dungeon cell. And then you just kind of go in here. I don't know why there's a door here. I'd probably end up removing that because we got the door here. And it's got like skeleton bones in here. It's got a spider egg. And then you're like, okay. I also want a burial chamber right here. Why is it big? I don't know. I'm just going with things.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta just vibe with it.
So you can make your entire dungeon like this if you wanted to. And then you just go in and edit it. Just showcasing things here. I could also do like caves. You can choose between so many. Like we can go like labyrinth, vegetation. If you wanted it empty, let's do a crystal cave because hello, amethyst. Let's do no water.
Why would we not do a crystal cave?
We're not gonna do anything else really. We're gonna leave it as that. And you can do elevations on this. Let me zoom out. Ta-da!
I gotta say, you're doing a really good job selling me on this.
I have been playing with this for so long, and I love it so much. So, like, all these amethyst crystals, I can add more if I wanted to. If I can manage to click on it. Okay, it's not letting me do that one, but hold on. Oh, I'm on the wrong one, that's why. So you do need to be on the correct tab to do things. But, like, if I wanted to add another one, right here, I can. And paint,
That makes sense.
I can make it blue. I can make it green. I can make it dark purple. Oh, it's the same purple. I can change the color if I want to. And be like, boom, random blue one right there. For whatever reason. And it's auto-generated this whole thing for you. But you could also make all this if you wanted to. If you just put like a basic cave, you can draw all this, which is the... Or no, we were on draw room. We want to be on terrain, which is what it started us on. You can do all sorts of stuff, which I need to play with more. Let's do another one. We can do a forest. Let's do a crater. I'm just choosing random ones at this point.
Hey, you might as well just pick something and mess with it. Like, that's the best way to do stuff like this, I think.
I think so. It's taking its time. There it goes. Oops. Nope, don't draw anything. Look at that.
Yeah, I could see how this would be.
This is
could
like
be
a
a lot
DM
of fun
stream.
for the DM.
But yeah, I think it's really cool. I'm really liking it. As you saw, I just usually sit on a flat world and create because that's just what I like to do. I was playing with this at one point. Let's do...
I think like some of these outdoor ones would be really good to just do you'd have a bunch of them like done quickly, and then use them for like random encounters, or like if a game is lagging, you just kind of chuck it out there like, oh, we're
I
we're at
chose a
this
sea of
location now,
blood.
we're gonna do this.
But
See,
yeah,
like that's a perfect like hellscape.
exactly. And again, like a bunch of stuff is movable if I'm on the right tab. I could move this if I wanted. I can add more if I wanted to. We also have a paint. Like say I go to like treasure. I could do like, oh, that's a lot. But like boom, it's covered in treasure and gems for whatever reason. And coin stacks.
It's a hellscape. It's all cursed treasure.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, that was a bit much. They do have an undo button. Which is nice. Because I mess up all the time. Or, like, it's got an option for decay. I can cover this area also in spider webs.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
As an arachnophobe, that's terrifying.
Same. But yeah, there's so many options. There's not as many options for the paint, which makes sense. Like, I can paint random books all over the place. This is now just going to become like a huge trash heap at this point. It can also be covered in, oh my goodness. That is bright. I love that. You can cover it in vials. You can't even see
Candles,
anything
vials,
more. There's
cursed
too
treasure,
much.
hellscape.
Oh, I can also cover it in weapons and armor.
This is like an abyssal garbage heap, but I kind of dig it.
Yeah, some things aren't going to land very well because I chose a hilly area. So if it lands even slightly on here, it's going to pop up here. But you can change like the density, like how much it drops. You can change your brush size to be more controlled. I'm just playing with it, so I'm leaving it as is. But yeah. Oops, I missed a whole area. Here we go. That's just going to have a bunch of shields.
That's where everybody dropped their shields going and running for the cursed treasure.
Yeah. Alright, let's open a new map. But yeah, they've got a print yourself option. Like, so if you want to make one for like specific size, you would want to do that. Like, so you can print it out. This is coming soon. I don't think it's actually something we can do yet. But eventually, it'll happen.
It would be nice to be able to make like a big one and send it and print off like a poster size map.
I love that the only weather option right now is snow.
It's appropriate for this time of year.
True. They actually do have stuff where you can make like snowmen and stuff. But yeah, like, so see, this one has more. I didn't choose a completely clear area. So this has like trees and stuff, which you can always add more trees. You can take away trees. You saw before when I made like a room, it just kind of like took away some of the vegetation and stuff, which was nice. So I don't have to, it won't be like, oh no, there's a tree here. You have to remove it first. Nah, you can just be like, boop. Mine
just
now.
overwrite it.
Yeah. So like we can make a little library right here on top of this tree, and it'll just take away the tree. That's a cute little baby library.
You know what? It just struck me would be really interesting to do with this. Is every once in a while when I DM a game, I'll just go in kind of blind, and I'll be drawing the map and figuring things out as the players explore. This would be really cool to turn the AI on and just do that.
Yeah.
And kind of figure out from there, like, okay, what did the computer generate? Okay,
then,
we're
boom.
riffing off of that, and it's
There's a
gonna be...
laboratory connected to our library. Sorry, didn't
Yeah,
mean to cut
see,
you off. I'm just like,
no, you're fine. Yeah, that sounds like fun to me as a GM. Or doing like there's some solo RPGs out there,
mhm.
like that work off a lot of dice rolls and stuff like that. I think this would be an interesting way to kind of have a random sort of setup as you go and explore.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm swapping the music. I forgot how few songs she currently has. I'm gonna just lower the music a little bit. That was the wrong button. Hold on. There we go. I forgot how distracting rapping can be. As I choose
forgot
another
you have
song
the
with
music.
rapping. But that's okay.
I forgot you have the music going because I can't hear it. So,
Oh, that's fine.
but yeah,
Yeah,
I
it really
totally
is
get it.
for me to keep me sane.
I do the same thing when I'm playing games. I'll put on a podcast or music or something.
Aha.
I think this would also be fun for world building. Just make a little house, see what the game gives you, and
Oh,
roll
absolutely.
with it.
Let's see. Oh, I can also make like pits. Like, obviously, your girl loves some lava.
I mean, who doesn't? Although Blood Canal is
Oh, that's true.
intriguing.
Let's have one next to our
I,
lava pit.
I don't know if intriguing is the right word. Scary, maybe.
Let's see. Well, if we're gonna have a blood pit, we're gonna need our acid pit.
And
Next
then
to
we
our
may as well have a
bottomless
treasure
pit.
pit.
Oh,
Oh, there we
absolutely.
go.
Well, we gotta have the acid drain somewhere, you know? Just in
That's right.
case. Oh,
I
yeah, if
figure
we want a treasure
we've
pit,
got a
we gotta hide that behind the house.
absolutely.
There you go. Treasure pit. And I love how if you go, like, level with it, you can't see it very well. You gotta, like, raise up to see it. Oh, and look, they
Well, you
even
can't
included
be
a
like
door.
displaying your treasure.
Absolutely. Look at all this
Right,
treasure.
you walk out the door and just fall 10
Yeah,
feet down into
well,
the pit of
we have
gold.
to dump it somewhere, and then why not go through the blast room to do it? I wonder if this opens. Oh, it looks like it does.
I feel like this is the house of a young
Oh, it
dragon
doesn't.
who has no idea what they're doing.
Oh, absolutely. This is like a teenager dragon that just went off on their own for the first time. They're like, yeah, I got this. Uses a little magic and stuff to figure out how to make things, and they're like, I don't got this.
And yeah, 2 weeks later they're sending a sending spell to mom like, what do I do with the blood pit?
And mom's like, what do you mean a blood pit? Where did he get blood from?
It's like, I don't know, it just showed up.
There, now we have an entrance to the blood pit.
Look, a young necromancer has to have a bloodbath to
Oh yeah, so
stay
this is a
young.
baby necromancer dragon. And by baby, I mean, you know, like probably teen years. Thinks, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out on my own, get some life experience.
See,
They got
I was
bored.
thinking a little different. I was thinking a dragon and his roommate, a fledgling necromancer.
Oh, that works too.
It's like the
Oh
world's
yeah, I guess
worst
one of them has to be
sitcom.
the alchemist, because look at all this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Or
wait,
one
let
of
me
them
find.
thinks they're an alchemist.
There's something you're gonna love. Let me find it. I think it's in the library. Boom. Ta-da! Isn't this cool?
Oh, who doesn't need one of those? I need one of those in
Exactly.
real life.
And then, oh, you can't see it, but if I wanted to, I could put my own image on this. Bing.
Yeah,
Then I
I
can
might.
resize it if I want to. Like, I can take this thing over here. Let's do this. Come on, you. Get off the floor. Okay, it doesn't want to go up there. It'll go on here though. We'll put this over here. There we go. We're nowhere near the ocean, but they have stuff for a kraken. They have that. They have a Necronomicon in here.
The immortal kraken goes everywhere.
Exactly. They have a bunch of stuff in here. It's really nice. Here we go for our necromancer.
I would get just absolutely lost in the details in this.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
I wasn't
it's
kidding when I said I
probably-
spent hours playing with it. I got so distracted.
Yeah, I would spend forever in this. Like, I would come up for air 2 hours later and be like, I made one 10-foot by 10-foot room.
Absolutely. Oh, I didn't. I have an issue with not actually attaching things to the house.
I mean, if it's a necromancer or a dragon, maybe they just teleport.
Maybe, but I would like things to be attached to the house. I could also, if I wanted to, like if I come in, grab this door, get rid of it. Oh. I thought I did that before. I think I can... Nope. Smaller, please. Boop. There we go. So if we don't want a door, you do have to remove the wall, but it works.
Well, that works. Yeah, so it's just open,
Yeah, so you just
like a
walk
hallway.
in. Yeah. So, I wonder if I can do it, like, just from right here. I can. Okay, I don't have to remove the door first. I can just be like, we're going to leave the one for the blast furnace, because that one makes sense. But for the rest of these, I can just be like, yeah, no walls.
I mean, yeah,
And it
a
makes it a
door
bit
to
more
the
fluid.
blast furnace is a wise idea.
That's a bit important.
I'm still just the open entrance into the blood pool.
That's
Like, that
necessary.
gets me.
Well, and like if we really wanted to, hold on. Ugh.
Also, just from the aesthetics, I imagine the blast furnace is actually attached to the acid pit.
It might be. They might go.
Like somebody goes in to search the furnace, like, oh, there might be some, dragon treasure in there, and they're just in a bucket of acid at that point.
This might be too big. That's too big. Oh, like here's the actual blast door. There we go. Now you can walk into that pit too.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? We're gonna leave the bottom of this pit alone though, and the lava pit. Those
The
don't need
bottomless
to-
pit is for special occasions.
But yeah. I'm messing with our music again.
It's all good. So I did add this to my Steam wish list. I haven't picked it up yet, but it's definitely coming.
That's good. Yeah, I've been having so much fun with this. Let me pop open a new map just to easily get rid of all this. So like if I wanted, I could click no vegetation, and that's the one I was on before. Where there's just nothing. It's all flat.
That's a blank canvas.
Exactly. And if I go to like terrain, I can paint the terrain. If I wanted to. I can paint.
See, that reminds me of
I can paint
like a
in
city
water.
builder, like Sim City.
Like boom. And I like to go and clean up some of this a bit so it doesn't look as circular on the ends. But also like kind of more random.
A little more natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, like, usually I'd probably want to mess with the brush size a bit more, but I'm just going to leave that. Then I like to clean it up with, like, a little dirt, too. And then I'll go back with the rock. So that the dirt's a little thinner.
There you go, kind of blending it out.
Exactly. Just like we would in Minecraft. But I went a little far over there. That's fine. And, like, they have a darker dirt, too, so, like, if I wanted to. And then I would just go back over, oops, with, like, grass. But also, like, you can see the brush strength is super high. If I wanted to, I could just lose... Oh, that didn't work as well as it was supposed to. But you get my
Dial
point.
down the opacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the follow. I'm going to mispronounce this probably. I'm so sorry. Fiadho Baulane? I did my best. I'm sorry. I do have a sore throat, so it's making it a little harder. This is very green. How low does this need to be? Oh, that. There we go. There we go. Look how spotty that is. You just want to click. You want to click instead. Fia O'Phelan. Oh, okay. Thank you. That really helps. I am very sorry, by the way. Okay, yeah. So instead of brushing, I'm just dotting it, and that definitely helps. Oh, no, can I mix the water? No. Oh, no. Or is that the water? No, that's the water I already did. Oh, it changes the whole thing. That's smart. That's very smart.
Real question. Can you put ice on top of the water?
It doesn't look like it. No, it changes the whole thing. Well, that makes sense. Ooh, we can have an acid pool. Molten gold. Nope, found my new favorite. Molten gold.
I don't know that I like how enthusiastic you were about the acid pool.
My first character was turning into a necromancer. What were you expecting?
That's a valid point. You were aiming for necromancer, and the transition happened quickly.
It was more fun. I was not doing well as a sorcerer. We gotta be honest.
Hey, I was right there for it. I was like, I am here for your...
We're making a puppy paw. Hi, Tokyo! Welcome in. For our new arrivals, oop, I didn't mean to do that. We are playing around with Dungeon Alchemist. I got it on Steam recently, and I've been spending so long in it. You're not so late. I've only been live for like 44 minutes. This isn't my usual streaming time, so I wasn't expecting anyone to really be here. Can I? Oh, I can! I'm not doing that, though. Yeah, no need to apologize. We're just vibing. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Don't take away my gold. Okay, I don't need to mix these. These are all too bright to be together. Look, I got a paw.
It's a very molten patch of rock in the middle of this meadow. The fact that it's shaped like a paw is... It makes me feel like some giant, horrifying creature left this paw print.
Probably. I don't know why it's gold, but it's gorgeous.
I'm less concerned with it being gold and more concerned about it being molten.
Maybe it was Cerberus.
Could be.
Or just a giant hellhound. Maybe they're all very warm and fluffy.
I mean, wizards make owlbears. They can make other crazy things.
Theo Phelan says a molten gold elemental pupper. I love that. Gorgeous.
I'm gonna have to write stats for that, and that's gonna be a
Please
problem.
do. It'll be so cute.
Let me make a note, because that might be a project this weekend.
The lava's probably just coming from all the rock underneath from how hot it was. I'm gonna do some drips of gold here and there as well. Just cause. Why not? We're just playing around anyway.
I'm imagining some, like, downtrodden, failed prospectors stumbling upon this pool of gold.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be
And
so
just
happy.
having their entire world just rocked.
Gwa. There you go. Just have a little stream over here. Oh, sorry, 1 second. My cat is climbing into my lap. Hi, Pico. Yeah, I haven't really played much with all the terrain stuff yet, so I'm having fun.
I mean, it's a good time to just mess with it.
I did not like that.
Any kind of creator crafting style game like that, I'll always make one save that's just absolutely random chaos, where I just play around with it and see what I can do and how I can break the game.
Absolutely. It's more fun that way. Undo, come on. There we go.
Well, it's like having a just a messy page in your sketchbook to just try different things, not
Oops.
necessarily creating like a finished product.
Exactly. It's gonna be like the start of another paw.
And the river of gold there.
Just kind of adding some more texture around some places.
Yeah, I like having the rock around it like the grass was burnt away.
Yeah. I'm also thinking like it could also just be kind of part of the area, which is why I'm adding a bit more. Make it a bit more, hopefully, natural-ish looking. Oh, I didn't like that bit. That piece does not look right. A little bit's fine. That's fine. We're just playing around with it anyway. It also helps it
Sometimes less is
stand out
more.
a little bit too.
Yeah, it makes it a little less monotone, a little more.
Especially the gold is so bright, which I'm sure that's the setting I could fix somewhere. Just like on my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Add it around
You want to
over
make this
here.
immediately more horrifying? Change all of the gold to blood.
I would, but I gotta.
Then
I'm
it's
enjoying
got
my
a whole
gold.
different vibe.
I am enjoying my gold pupper. I'm gonna stick with my gold pupper, sir. Thank you.
I get it, but you know me. I'm a horror GM. Like,
I know.
that's my jam.
I like gold pupper. Alright, so gold pupper though. Are gold puppers fluffy? Or are gold puppers like solid, or are they just a molten all around?
I think it's molten gold in the vague shape of a puppy. Obviously dripping.
I am
And maybe
picturing a Saint Bernard.
I was thinking more of like a terrier. Or like a schnauzer.
Oh, a Schnauzer would be so cute. Okay, I like that. A
But
Schnauzer would be cute.
I don't
I
know
was thinking of a buff
I
puppy.
don't know how those eyebrows would be.
Oh, I mean, it's molten gold. Maybe they can shape themselves however they want.
I could be. Is this where it morphs into a lore stream about gold
Sapphire was
elementals?
picturing a golden retriever. Makes sense. Extra golden.
Oh, that pun.
I mean, it's fair, to be honest. That should have been my first thought. I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah,
And it's like, look, on the
Missed
edges,
opportunity.
it copies. It's so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Seconded? Well, yep, it has to be a golden retriever now. A golden retriever
All right.
elemental.
I'm not even gonna fight it.
Yep. Chat has decided.
I'm not gonna fight it, although it may show up in a game and you might have to fight it.
I'm not fighting it. It's gonna be my friend. We're gonna befriend the pupper.
You say that now.
Absolutely.
See, that's the problem, is I know
Oops.
every game I run is going to turn into a game of Pokemon, and you're gonna figure out how.
Obviously, there's gonna be some little gold chunks everywhere. I'm not doing this very well, because I don't really like the placement, but that's fine. Just some that, like, it dripped from higher up. With how big this paw is, I'm assuming it's a very tall pupper. So, there's some drips that just, you know, cooled off on their way down.
So, I just had a thought.
Huh.
You know how people will pan for gold?
Uh-huh.
Maybe the reason they do that is because gold elementals will run into the water and drip, and all the gold, like...
I can put
That's
gold
how
in here.
the gold gets into the river.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute. So that's why everybody pans for gold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's genius. I love
I
gold
don't
pupper
know-
already.
I don't know how it came to me, but crafting weird lore is just... It's a thing for me.
I know. We have an entire Discord dedicated to it.
We have put some hours into it, yeah.
I love this so much. I'm gonna save this. We gotta be able to keep this. So I have, you guys can't see it because it's not part of my screen. I actually have a save, or I have a folder specifically called Dungeon Alchemist where I can just save all my maps. So I'm gonna call this Golden Pupper because it seems fitting. I love Golden Pupper, but I'm gonna add too much if I keep playing with this map. So I think it's time to make another one.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta know when it's finished.
I love this map though. This is adorable. Alright, what do we want to do next? We have a lot of options. I haven't seen the Badlands yet. Let's look at that.
We could do a Badlands.
Oh, nope. Sapphire chose snow. Snow first. Let's see. We have some options. Let's do an evergreen forest. And we're going to make it flat because it's just easier for me to build on from up above. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. Sorry, my cough is really bad. Ooh, that is a thick leaf dun forest. But look how pretty that is.
That is snowy for sure.
Absolutely. I was not expecting it being filled this thick.
It looks like the perfect spot to put like just a small cabin.
A cabin would be nice. I haven't done this one yet. I want to see what this looks like. That's all you're gonna put inside it? What is this?
It's like some
a chandelier.
Sort of Frozen style grand hall.
I thought it would make multiple rooms. It's just making the same thing. I know it has frozen furniture. Okay, now we're trashing this. Let's see.
I like that it puts all the trees and stuff back.
Right? It's so nice. Here we go, cabin. So if we want to let the AI do the work,
and then we can go in and mess with it.
Let's do a 10 by 11. Small. Beginner. We can always add more rooms.
Room to expand.
Yeah. Apparently it was too much room. It's still very empty. We got a cannon! And a dragon head.
Is the cannon how he got the dragon head?
It looks like it. We also got a saddle over here. Man. What else we got? Some gear, backpack, bad floor. Not bad. Not bad.
That looks like a
What, over here?
hold on. No, the section of floor. It's like that looks like there's a hidden whole area under the house that somebody broke in.
Let's see, he's got lots of traps. That's smart. Here, let me move this out of the way. There we go. Got lots of little traps and stuff. Our fireplace. Oh, we can't open these chests. That's fine. We can change their color, though.
I like the ladder there that looks like it goes up to an attic.
Yeah, it probably does. And then, like, if we wanted, we could make a second story. I don't think we can make it on, like, this page itself. We'd have to make, like, a secondary map.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. What's this? More traps.
It's so interesting and so bare.
Yeah.
And yet there's
I'm gonna undo it.
Giant dragon head.
Okay, we're going slightly bigger with this one because that's just what I ended up doing. It's really going bare. We have so much furniture, it's not using them.
I'm a little surprised it's not like...
It could be because it's a cabin.
Internal rooms.
A cabin's not meant to be this big. Hold on. Let me make a smaller one. Let me see if it likes it better. So, how about, look, here's a little clearing. So let's make a long cabin. There you go. It does look better when it's small. It makes more sense. 33 foot. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, we're just making it a little big.
Think of it like a Viking longhouse.
Yeah, this is a cute little area. And Pico, you gotta choose, honey. You can't keep coming in and off my lap.
So the deer head makes a little more sense than a dragon.
It does. Well, I mean, I probably could have edited the dragon head and it could have been like a snow dragon or something.
I mean, don't get me wrong. As a DM, I would love to throw in there like, oh, by the way, this cabin out in the middle of the woods that you guys thought was just some hermit. Yeah, there's a 6-foot dragon skull hanging above his bed. I would love to see just the look on my players' faces when that detail drops.
And then, like, if I want to make this match, I can. Let's see, what siding is that? Wood. Logs. Oop, come on. Oops. That's fine. I need to do the inside as well anyway. Ta-da! Now I got a little side room. Not that we needed it, but why not?
Yeah, why not? Looks like it's a little like... What is that, a log holder or something?
Yeah, it was meant to be like a stable thing, but I think it looks cuter like that anyway. Got a little cabin in the middle of the woods.
I will say, whenever I make a map of like a building, I always try to do stuff that's not perfectly square.
I can't help making things square. It's a problem.
It took me a long time to break out of it, but an irregular shape ends up being more interesting. And especially if I do a weird shape, it might give players a little more incentive to be like, hey, maybe there's a secret door here because it doesn't seem to fit with everything else.
That's true.
Like hidden rooms and hidden passages and stuff like that. I love putting that stuff in there when they're looking at a map and being like, like either
Oops.
he forgot to add something here or there's something hidden there.
Get in here. Yeah. Your eyes hate you today. Why, Tokyo? I'm just gonna put some snow here, because why not? Boop.
He was practicing making an igloo.
Maybe. I'm gonna put a little snow up here. Oop. Let me turn collisions off. How badly does that go through? It doesn't! Woohoo! When stream ended earlier, you slept 2 hours and woke up. Isn't that a good thing? Oh, because you slept a lot? Yeah. Maybe. More snow! Excuse me. I haven't even been to bed yet. I streamed, and then just stayed up for the rest of the time, and then streamed again. Pico, honey, please. My cat just did circles on my lap and then got off. There's something else I'm looking for. I'm really struggling to find things that I actually want to place. Your eyes feel overused? Probably. You've been watching a lot of streams, haven't you? And like, look, so I can put people. Like, look, we can have a little sorcerer living here. And you can actually download like your... Oops, I didn't want to do that.
Is this Rose's retirement plan?
You think she's gonna have a retirement plan? You're funny. But, so I think, if I remember right, somewhere in here... I don't remember where... You can... Oh, assets. You can actually input your own assets. Okay, good night, Sapphire. Have a good sleep.
Good luck tomorrow.
So you can put in your own assets and actually, like, so, like, I could have Rose here, or I could put Cakes here if I wanted to. Though Cakes probably wouldn't come to a snow-covered biome. He likes to wear tank tops.
You never know. It could be a field trip.
Like, oop. Could put all sorts of things here. Or like, look, our alchemist. And then, like, we could
might
download
the alchemist be the one with the...
And then, yep, look, see, Hero Forge. So if you put in the access key, boom, free tokens. Monster tokens if you wanted. So this could actually work. I've been seeing some people put, like, they're just, like, they'll draw out the map and stuff, and then they'll place the tokens live. So, like, it's a live map being built right in front of them, like we were talking about earlier. And then they can actually move the player tokens, they can move the enemy tokens. And it's a lot of fun.
It would be really nice to do, it, like, if you were able to DM with a screen embedded into a table.
That's what I've been seeing. The people that have been using this either have tablets where they have it inside the DM screen that faces, and on the side that faces the players. Or, oh, I can mess with the lighting. Oh, yeah. I didn't know I could do this. Hold on. I got super excited. We're gonna make it sunset. Sorry. So it's either in the DM screen with, like, an iPad facing out, or it, like you said, it's inside a table. That way they can actually, everybody can see it and interact. Of course, like, the DM controls everything, and the players just tell them where to move stuff. But
that is
really
something
cool.
Like I haven't done a lot of is the virtual tabletop stuff. Because, I mean, you know me, I'm such an analog person with all of my... Like, I draw my maps out by hand and do all that. Like, I make characters with a printed out character sheet. Like, the digital space is something I know I should do more of. I just haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely hard, and it can get a bit pricey depending. Like, I do know some people, they'll actually just take a table, and when they're, like, actually handy and have the tools for it, they'll make a TV that can pop in and out. That way, so it's just their normal TV that they use every day, and during game night, Oh, they're like, okay, let's pop it into the table. You use Foundry VTT, but like the 3D-ness. That's cool. I'll need to look into that.
I've heard of Foundry.
I'm very new to D&D. Go ahead, Chris.
I've heard of Foundry, but I've only used Roll20 so far.
Sounds cool. I like to look at like all the tools and stuff. I'm not good at memorizing what everything's called yet, but I'm getting there.
I have actually been making a bunch of characters on D&D Beyond to just try to get more of a feel of what that can do and like how much homebrew I can put in there, like how much of a pain it is to get the homebrew in versus making a character by hand. Like, it's kind of
baby tree.
like a different thing for me. Learning how to use the digital tools. I'll have to give Foundry a shot. I've heard good things about it, and I've heard that it's the Pathfinder. It has a lot of stuff on Foundry.
Oh, I've heard about Pathfinder.
If you want a D&D history lesson, I can talk a bit about Pathfinder.
Go for it. Because we've talked about it briefly before, but I think we got distracted by other things. And I'm still looking. I'm trying to build a snowman. That's what I've been trying to do this whole time. And I can't find the snowman. I know it exists. But go ahead.
I mean, you've got a search thing. You could look for a snowman.
Never. I need to get used to where everything is.
Oh. That's fair. Pathfinder. So back when I started playing D&D was way back in like 2001, 2002, with D&D 3rd edition. And then 3rd edition got a revision they called 3.5. And that was kind of the main D&D for a hot minute. And then in, I think it was 2007, because D&D 3.5 was really detailed, like, mechanically. It felt a lot like 5th edition does, but more. Like, more details, more dials to twist. There were half a dozen additional classes. There were prestige classes that you had to, like, have a requirement for. Monsters were built just like characters, so super intricate, really detailed. Like, it, as a DM, it was very heavy and could get hard to run sometimes. But then in 2007 they announced D&D 4th edition, and with all the previews and stuff, it was really, really different. It was kind of inspired by MMOs, which a lot of people said was like a really bad thing. I disagree. I think that it made a really, really good game, but everything was built around a grid. Like, a grid map system was 100% mandatory. Like, you had to play on a grid, or else the game didn't work. Every class had powers like daily encounter or at will, so they could use. Even the fighters had like special powers for maneuvers and stuff like that. And everything was built really, really mechanically very tight, balanced, and stuff worked well together. And a lot of people looked at that direction that they were going and they hated it. It was too much like World of Warcraft and other MMOs, and they're making D&D a video game, and like, it was really detailed, with the rules. It was a little harder to fudge things as a DM. I could go on about 4th edition for a long time because there's a lot of stuff I really love about that game, but the players that really loved 3.5 kind of split off then, and we're like, okay, well, we're gonna make our own version of D&D, based on the 3rd edition rule set, which was released, like, there was a license for it. Anybody could use it. So they made a new, a revised version of D&D 3.5 that they called Pathfinder. And they made some changes, and it was like, it wasn't exactly a clone of 3rd edition, but it was close. Like if you squinted, it was basically 3rd edition. A lot of stuff was compatible with not a lot of work.
I made snowman.
You did make snowmen. I really liked Pathfinder coming from 3.5 because I didn't have to learn a whole lot of new rules. I already knew how to play the game, and a lot of the books that I had bought still worked with Pathfinder. So I was like, I'm not losing out on all of my books for this game, 3.5 that's no longer being published.
Yeah.
And Pathfinder, they released a 2nd edition 2 years ago, I think. And they have their own setting and their own. The biggest draw for Pathfinder is their adventure paths. They have a ton of adventures, that string along into each other to take characters from 1st up to anywhere between 12th and 18th level, depending on what the path is. And they do it by a subscription, seasons. So
I wanted to make him hold a weapon, but it's not letting me.
Aw.
Oh well, no murderous snowman today.
But put that in the notes for the beta.
Okay.
But no, Pathfinder's great. The rules, they just revised the rules with this 2nd edition, so it's a lot different. It's no longer really tied to 3.5 hardly at all. But it kind of feels that way. Pathfinder has a bit of nostalgia for me, just because it reminds me of the very first D&D that I played.
That's nice.
Oh, you do have it upstairs. But yeah, Pathfinder. There was a point when 5th edition was getting released that I was starting to look into converting, just 100% going to Pathfinder. And then the 5th edition playtests were out, and that released, and 5th edition reminds me of 3.5 in a lot of ways, but just kind of cleaned up and simpler and not as much, not as difficult to run as a DM. So as a 5th edition DM, I feel a little more freedom to homebrew and make stuff up on the fly without having to worry about oh, I gave this monster 2 wizard levels, so it has to have an additional this HP and blah blah blah. It's a lot easier just to be yeah, this thing can cast a couple of spells now.
That's the thing. Only knowing not only D&D, but just with the way that I have a habit of having an active imagination, I will do whatever the heck I want and make it align to the rules later. As you have seen when I created Cakes, he had an entire background, he had an entire story, and I was like, oh, I gotta change that. Oops, we're not listening to Lulu, my bad. I didn't change that. We're actually listening to Arcane Anthem right now, who does a lot of free D&D music that you can use when you play. I use it when I play.
I'll link to that later.
Absolutely. I can share the link right now. I'm listening to him on Spotify.
Yes, thank you.
And then that way I can share it with everybody else. Boop.
But yeah, like, so you were saying like how you do so much backstory and all that, and you make the rules fit that.
Let's pin that.
Really easy to do in like 5th edition. Really hard to do sometimes in 4th edition because the 4th edition rules were very mechanically like precise. Which I love. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love 4th edition. It's still one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
But it had its own challenges.
I'm definitely, like, I get why the rules exist, don't get me wrong. But I'm very for, like, we are going to just have all the fun. Obviously, we don't want anything to be broken, which is why the rules exist. But I'm getting distracted by trying to choose things to put in this empty space. But, you know, I also just want, like, I want that sense of adventure. I want that freedom.
Right there, you've captured why I like GMing so much. Sometimes overplaying.
Oh, these mushrooms are pretty. I'm listening.
I just like the freedom of being like, you know what? This sounds cool. That exists in my world now. And I can make the rules fit later. Like 5th edition, super easy to home rule or house rule and homebrew and just make stuff that kind of works. It's a relatively hard game to break mechanically. Which, like, D&D 3.5, I feel like it was a challenge to play because it came pre-broken. Like, right off the get-go, certain classes were just, like, hands down better. Like a druid versus a fighter. You could play a druid who could have a bear companion and then cast a spell to summon a bear and then wild shape and be a bear. And that one druid is now 3 bears that can cast spells. And every one of those 3 bears does the same amount of damage as
Hi, Somya!
one fighter of the same level.
Yeah, it does get a bit broken.
So,
welcome to stream.
3.5.
Chris, real quick. Hold on real quick. Hi, Somya. Welcome to stream. I want to greet Somya. We are playing Dungeon Alchemist because I want to play around with it while talking about D&D. So welcome. I'm also going to just quickly use this opportunity to let everyone know if you are lurking and just hanging around in chat, obviously you do not have to chat or anything because you're lurking, but if you can, please refresh your tab. Twitch doesn't count you a viewer after like 20-30 minutes. And I don't have any channel points to redeem because I'm not affiliate yet. So if you want to just refresh your screens, that helps me a lot. Of course, if you just joined, you don't have to because you're here. If you're typing in chat, you don't have to. Twitch knows you're active. What were you talking about? Oh yeah, brokenness.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 3.5 was just broken right off the bat. So it was hard to make a challenge for 2 characters of the same level that were just wildly different power levels. Because either one of them would be like, oh, that fight was a cakewalk, or the other one would be like, I died 4 times in that fight.
Yeah.
So
I miss combat.
5th edition,
it was so fun.
It is.
How's your day going, Somya? Sorry, just while we're talking also. I want to know how Somya's doing. Are you still studying for finals? Sorry, we can keep talking. I just also want to ask Somya how their finals are going.
Oh,
so I think I just asked them like 6 hours ago, so I doubt there's that much of a change. But I still want to ask, so I want to know. I have no idea what I'm building. I think I'm building another portal thingy.
I mean, why not? More portals, always better.
I can't find the stones I used last time, and I don't know. Excuse me. Sorry, I also just don't know anything much about the other editions other than what you've told me, so I just can't add much to the conversation. These look cool. I need to try these later, but not in the snow biome.
That's fair. And I go off on tangents. Like, I have a lot of opinions about D&D over the last
We have an
20
egg.
years.
We
That
have a
egg
golden
looks
egg.
like
It's covered
something
in
terrifying is coming out of it.
It's a golden egg. There are other eggs. Ooh, never mind. We want this egg. Get rid of this egg. I want this acid egg.
Why all the acid?
Look, it's green. My colors are purple and green.
I mean, fair.
It fits me so well. I saw the standing up egg, but the laying one down that's me. Laying down. In the snow.
Laying down covered in snow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got, like, tentacles, too. That's interesting.
Oh, that's on brand for me.
Yeah. Still gotta draw your PNG eventually.
What's that?
I said I gotta draw your PNG soon.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. That's still very work in progress. Oh, now Tokyo's asking the same thing. But yeah. Fun times. I also don't usually stream at this time, so I can't find the thing I used last time. Where is it?
It's got to be in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That looks like a portal arch.
Which one?
Way back up at the top.
Oh, okay, hold on.
It was like all the way up at the top, and then it was bottom right.
Oh, all the way at the top?
Yeah. Go all the way back up.
I did. Sorry, I'm faster than stream, so.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, it's a big rock arch.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I could.
Yeah, that looks like a portal to the Feywild.
It does, but everything kind of. I could do it like that. There we go. Like that. Okay, now let's cover up some of this rock. This is the details I like.
To throw in vegetation.
Exactly. This is the stuff I like to do. Like, just add smaller things. Of course, in the snow, that makes this a little bit harder. But the nice thing is this covers everything in snow.
Yeah, so you still have all the foliage and stuff. Put a cactus in the snow. Why not?
There we go. Right next to the egg.
Maybe the egg is keeping it warm. Yeah, I think at one point I would love to run a game with you of one of the older editions just to see like what you think about it. Because I have real like nostalgia vision for some of the older games.
Yeah. Trying to get this mushroom.
On a different note, though, did you know that D&D is releasing a new? It's like a compatible update of the 3 core books next year.
I did not. That's cool.
They're doing some rules revisions and like new versions of some of the classes and stuff. All the classes, I think, but should be 100% compatible with 5th edition. So
Nice.
it's interesting. I've looked at some of the playtest stuff, and it's 5th edition, but it's 5th edition like revised.
Look at our little thing. So cute. Got our little cabin.
Just waiting for
got
that
our
egg to
egg.
hatch.
Yeah. Now I gotta do something with this clear.
Could put a little pond, maybe.
Oh, that's true. Turn.
I like that it defaults to ice.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Wait. Ooh. I can put ice on the bottom here.
Oh, that's different.
Or I can do ice as the whole thing, which makes sense.
Could be interesting to see if you can do it the other way and have a little bit of open water in the center, like use ice fishing.
I was thinking that too, but it doesn't look like it. Because if I do the paint liquid, it paints the entire liquid.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because, yeah, this paint terrain has an ice option. Because if I wanted to make this terrain ice, I can.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. See what I can do, make him a little area.
Maybe just a spot to sit out, look at the pond. Like,
A fishing pole. Yeah. We've got our golden popper, now we've got this frozen area.
I kind of dig this area. It's got some little details in there that could go interesting places. Like the egg on the like gate/altar thing. Yeah, I could see having fun, like seeing this as a random area and building it out. Like,
Yeah, stool.
who lives here? Tiny stool and one hell of a fishing pole.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Little area. Let me zoom out. Look at our little area. The egg's not really noticeable. It's a bit small.
It's an Easter egg detail.
Little baby egg. Now what? What should we do now?
Oh,
I got my snowman family too.
Oh yeah, the snowman family, can't forget them.
Oh
See,
my
if I was
goodness.
gonna run this, I would have those snowmen be animate.
Oh yeah, well that's why I was trying to give them weapons, but it wouldn't let me. I guess I could put the weapons on the ground.
Oh, you could always just grab them.
Let's see. Let's see. This one's gonna have a crossbow. Let's see, this bird one.
The bird one just needs his face.
It does, but he's also gonna have this. Just laying right behind him. A little smaller, though. There we go. For his little twinky arms.
Snowbird with a halberd.
There we go.
What a band title that is.
Let's see. And you will get a sword. Covered in snow. Everything's covered in snow.
This is a very different version of Frosty the Snowman. I want to see this Christmas tale.
And this orc head is getting a frying pan. I don't know how he's gonna pick it up, but he's got it. Wait, I want to see if I can put a snowball in here. I probably can. Hold on. Oh no, wait, not a clump of snow. I want a snowball. Oops. There we go. Look at them, all happy. All armored up, all weaponed up.
For certain definitions of happy.
Yeah. Hey, I'd be happy if somebody gave me a sword. I want a weapon.
I mean, same. I was pretty happy when I bought the dagger at Ren Fair last year.
Nice. I still haven't bought no weapon at a con or Ren Fair yet. I really need to.
Like, for a philosophical question, do you consider a cosplay lightsaber a weapon?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, you can hit someone with it. So I do have that, but I didn't buy it at, I didn't buy that at a con or Ren Fair either. I have one, though.
That's fair. That was my big purchase when I went to Emerald City Comic Con last year.
Nice. Okay, let's see. Now we'll play with the Badlands a little bit. I'll just leave it at whatever it is. I'm going to play around with the auto AI again. Ooh,
And
this looks nice.
The procedural generation thing on this program is pretty interesting. I like that it gives
Look at this cute
options
little
for tents.
Cute little tent. Not
This
enough
would be
room
cool
for a
to make,
bed.
like, a little
but-
oasis.
Pico, honey, please. Let me make a little bigger tent. Over here. I just want to see. Oh, that's so cute! Look at that.
Look at those chairs.
Fancy.
I kind of want one.
They do look kind of comfy, especially if you have like a cushion. I want to
Yeah,
see what this
put
tea
some
house
padding
tent
on it.
is. Let's get rid of this rock here. We'll go a little bigger. Why not? Oh, that's nice. The entrance is in a bit of a weird spot. That's okay. We can always
Is it
move
an
it.
entrance or does it connect to the other tent?
Oh, it does connect to the other tenant. Oh, no, it's not. It's the entrance. It's,
Oh.
it just kind of goes over.
It's
That's
just
okay.
clipping.
Yeah, it just clips a little bit. Ooh, we can do a tent shop too. Let's put that one over here.
I will say the tents don't really fit with this desert.
No, but it's still cute.
Yeah, it's still great. I'm just like the cactuses are a little out of place. I like the chessboard.
Mm-hmm. Oops. Let's
I
see.
would like to see like an expansion for this with like Old West style like saloons and taverns and stuff.
It wouldn't surprise me if they do at some point. Cause like I said, this is still in like essentially a work in progress. They're still adding things to it.
Yeah. I could see it being used for stuff like a Deadlands game. But that's suitably creepy.
I gotta put a reason why all these tents are here. And it's just as creepy.
What? Why not build or put your tent city right next to the spider lair temple?
Well, maybe they're adventurers. What is this?
That's fair. Adventurers are not known for their common sense or long lifespan.
Exactly. Oh, here we go. And now we got this little abandoned house. That definitely looks like it has a basement.
Oh,
Well, it's
yeah.
all ruined. Poor thing. I mean, I did choose abandoned ruins, so it makes sense.
Not only abandoned ruins, but abandoned ruins hovel.
Yeah.
Not exactly a watchword for comfortable living.
Yeah.
I still do appreciate that, like, blood canal is an option in this game.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Like, every necromancer needs a blood canal moat around their lair.
I'm gonna run out of room if I keep making stuff. This is cute. I can... see. Like, I can move the door over here. Let's duplicate these windows a bit.
Here you go. Now it's not clipping into the other tent.
Yeah. Well, we still got some windows, but we'll leave the other one alone, because otherwise we'll just be looking in the other tent. Which isn't, I guess, a bad thing if they want to see each other, but...
It's a choice.
It is a choice. A choice that we're not making today.
It's not a choice I would make, but it is a choice.
This poor tiny thing is doing nothing.
It's got
Maybe it's the
best
bathroom.
chandelier of the bunch, though.
It is. Well, I don't know. I kind of like these ones. The other one's like bright too, but I like how these are very ornate yet simple at the same time.
That's true. The first one, it looks kind of like magically lit up though, which
It
appeals
does.
to me.
Oops. Hua. It's pretty. Hua.
It's very shiny.
It is. I am not quite sure how. Oh, it's lit up by candles. Haha.
Oh, they are candles in there.
Yeah, it's very pretty though.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, they're magic candles.
Yeah, why not? Move this rock out of the way. Somebody's gonna trip trying to get in. There we go. Yeah, that would be nice, having that lantern for realsies. I agree. I wonder, because let's say it's not magically lit, just for the purpose of interest. That could be a very pretty stained glass. I bet you could find something similar to this IRL.
I mean,
it's hard to. I'm trying to look at the whole
somewhere
thing. It's hard.
Somewhere there's gotta be like a maker out there who just does stuff like this.
Oh, I bet. My favorite thing to do when my parents would take me to Home Depot, Lowe's, any home improvement store, the lights. I always wanted to go to the light section. It was my favorite treat. Hello again, Pico. My cat has once again entered my lap. He cannot make up his mind. He's probably confused. He's like, why are you still awake? Oh, look at this one! I didn't see this one!
Oh, that was subtle in there.
Oh, this one's gorgeous! I love how things are
purple.
just hanging up super high. But this
I know,
is
these
so
tents
pretty.
are 30 feet tall.
It's just a high vaulted. Oh, I can move around with the arrow keys. I'm learning all sorts of things today.
Game changer.
Right? It's faster to move with dragging and clicking, but it's smoother if I do this. That's cool.
You know what would be awesome?
Huh.
Is if there was a record feature in the game where you could move with the arrow keys like that, and then you could play it as like a clip for your players.
It doesn't look like there's one built in, but you could easily do that with any sort of recording software.
I mean, true.
There's a lot of game captures, like I use Overplay, and it works really well. You could easily, you could easily record yourself, like time-lapse yourself building things. And then do that whole, like, you go to a corner and just go like, whoa. Okay, I did that horribly, but you know what I mean.
I get what you mean. I was thinking like you build a map and then you record a fly through of it.
I was trying to see if I could get at like person level. I know what you mean though. Yeah.
Yeah. As like a show off thing, or it would be cool to do as like oh, this is a magical recording of the last thing this person saw, and then they disappeared.
That would be
later
neat.
you could bring them to the actual map and see like, oh, see, there's stuff here.
I didn't like the spiders.
You know, I'm kind of with you on that.
Exactly. And this is a little smaller. It looks a little better.
It fits a little better.
Yeah. Now it feels a bit more even. It's got empty space over here. It's got empty space over here. Looks nice.
It feels a little more natural, like there's a reason these tents are here.
Yeah. Alright, let's check out this temple. Very, very plain. We're gonna add. We're gonna add now. Let's start with this cable.
The one ominous bone feels like this is a alt universe phasmophobia map.
I can add another one. There you go. And a rib cage.
Why not?
Sorry if you guys can hear my cat screaming in the background. I don't know what he wants. Oh, I could also... Hold on. Oh, that one's got lone stuff too. We're gonna have to fix that. And let's put the density all the way down. Let's make that smaller. There we go.
Now it feels like our necromancer lives here.
Oops, I didn't like that one. Let's make this a bit smaller.
I feel like less is more with cobwebs.
Oh, yeah. I did not. I'm not adding too much.
Oh, I know. I'm just...
Oh, that was a big one. I wanted a small one. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're just not gonna add one there. I want a big one there.
Yeah, it does.
But, okay, yeah, that's enough cobwebs. Oh, wait, no, I'm still on paint. I don't want paint anymore. Place, please.
You don't want to just paint the whole place with swords?
Not this time, no. We're gonna go a little more simple. That was just to show things off. Now we're actually doing things here.
Now we're making something.
Exactly.
So yeah, this would be a great little encounter location
Ooh.
to just drop into a game. Like if you don't have anything prepped or whatever, and just kind of riff off of what's going on here.
This looks cool, but it blends in too much. We'll have to go with this one. There we go. Oops. Do.
I like the idea
Oops.
that the tents got put up here by some folks that were just like, you know what? This necromancer guy is really creepy, but he doesn't get attacked by whatever bandits or raiders are around because he decorates his house with the bones of the previous bandits. So they're like,
Maybe.
he's creepy, but we're gonna roll with it.
The side of the table's way too empty.
Waiting for a fresh victim.
No, just a little pot. There we go. Look at that. It definitely could use a little more color because I used some here, but we're going to leave that at that for now. I don't like that. We're getting rid of that one. This area's too busy. We're going to get rid of this pile of bones. We don't want too much.
Just
I
enough.
don't like that one either.
Restraint.
Those ones are fine. Okay, back to this table. It's all about details. Because that's, especially for a player like me, that's what we pick up on, are these details. And we put them together.
Oh, absolutely. I'll tell you what one detail tripped me up once that I never expected.
Was it something I wrote down?
No, this was a game I played. God, I was in high school, I think. No, I was in the. It was when I was in the military. I had a game with some friends, and I was describing this dungeon they were going into, and one of them goes, "Do the doors open in or out?"
Nice.
And it just, I stopped for a minute and I had to think about it and be like, I never considered that. But
It's important.
It's a question that makes sense. Yeah, it's important. That was a moment where I started to take a little more care in designing my dungeons and trying to figure out like why things were there instead of just throwing stuff in because it sounded fun.
Nice.
Trying to make things make sense. Which I've kind of swung the other way now, and I have to have everything make sense.
Oops.
Which is also a problem.
Oh yeah, for sure. Add some random rubble. Because this place is falling apart, so it makes sense. So because I know less is more, but I can always take away, which is really nice.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of art forms in which that's the case.
Because now I can be like, look, I have a huge pile of bones here. I don't want these here. And I can just take this one, and I'm going to move it here. Move that one in a little more. And ta-da! It's really nice.
Yeah, looks great. It's a great little building. I like that it's not like a square.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got that little part that juts out. Out of all the maps you've made today, I think this one's my favorite.
It's cute. I like doing these, like, because it's not the biggest size I could do. It's a little smaller. Which is nice also while I'm still learning what I have accessible to me. And there are some people that I've watched using this, and they are so skilled. It is so cool.
The best part about skill is like getting to learn how to get there and developing it, and doing, you know, little scenes like this. Like, I feel like is a good way to get used to things and start playing around and start getting creative without jumping into some massive project that's just overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that's something I have a tendency to do.
I'm just playing around with textures now.
Oh, I like that floor.
Yeah, because I'm thinking if it's tents, they might not have, like, wooden flooring. They might, but they might not. Like, I like that this one's earth. That one's wood. That one's fancy. That one's also earth. So I like that the super fancy one would be wood. So I was like, I wanted to change this one a bit. But I feel like the straw might be a little too busy.
I think the straw might be a bit busy. Like plain earth, I think works. I think for these tents, it kind of makes sense to have earth covered in like a bunch of rugs.
That's true. I was trying to see if I could do like half and half, but let's see. Let me look at regs real quick.
You can always, you know, change it later too. You
Yeah.
decide it's not working.
Yes, let's put the rug on top of the table.
That's what you call a
Oops.
unique tablecloth.
Yeah, I noticed that last time I was building too. I need to put the rug down first. Wow. There we go. It's not really centered, but it's too late now. I don't care. It doesn't need to be centered. I lied. I don't like it. Oops.
I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming. Oh, the door's not centered.
No, it's not.
I really like that table.
Oops. Ooh. Lagging a little bit. Hold on.
Just a smidge.
Door, please come back. I don't think I can get it right in the center. Oops. Hold on. Can you move over just one for me?
I think it's because
Nope.
that door is like 3 tiles.
Yeah,
and
that's not
it's
gonna work.
uneven.
Alright, well, we'll put it back where
Yeah.
it was. There we go. I mean, what's gonna stop people from walking out these windows anyway?
That's a great question.
That looks cute.
Yeah, looks good.
Alright, well, we also need food.
It's hard to go wrong with food, honestly.
Let's see. Trying to remember where all this type of stuff is. I don't remember if it's in here or not. Oh, wait, actually. Camping.
Here we go.
There's so many little tents in here, too. Oh, I didn't even think about bedrolls. That's smart. No one's sleeping here.
These tents are too nice to sleep in. They sleep on bedrolls outside.
And then, like, if I wanted to, we can have the fire off. I want it on, though, because it looks cool.
It's nice to have the option at least, though.
It is. It really is. I like it. Put all these together as a little set.
Hey, you gotta have your pots and pans and stuff.
Actually, they probably have this off to the side if nothing's on it. There we go. Hello, we
Yeah,
stopped
awesome.
talking about a lot of other things. We're so invested in this instead.
I mean, it's still related. I've been
yeah.
looking at this as less a game and more a gaming tool. And like I can see some stuff that I could do just based on the map that you've got already, and building that out to an encounter or something.
We're gonna have to fire off now because I want that in the middle.
I dig it.
Because otherwise it goes right
Big ol'
through.
Big old soup pot.
Oh, well, now I'm curious. Hold on. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, there you go. Now it's the mystical pot. It's like the witch's
Man, what
cauldron
are we
at the center of the
cooking over
village.
here? We're still gonna have the fire off, though. There we go. Now we got a little campfire in the center. Let me
You can
save
even
it
put
before I lose all
some
this.
chairs out there.
Oh, that's true. Let me do that first.
You know, after talking about it, now I kind of want to go and bust out my old books and make a 3.5 character and a Pathfinder character.
Do it.
Just for old time's sake.
There we go. Ta-da!
I like it. It's a cool little, like, adventurer's luxury camp.
Yeah. They're fancy. Let me save
The
this.
wizard busted out his good tents.
Alright, well, I think for our first D&D stream, this is probably a good place to call it.
Yep.
Especially since it's our first time doing this one. So thank you everybody for joining in with us. This was a lot of fun. I like this. I think I'm happy to do this every Sunday.
I am more than happy to do this on Sundays, absolutely.
So, I am a bit of a variety streamer. I do a mix of different streams. I play Hi-Fi Rush on Thursdays usually, Minecraft on Friday and Saturday, and now it looks like I can add D&D and Dungeon Alchemist on Sundays. So, this is gonna be fun. I really like it.
Thanks for having me, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah! So again, this is my friend Chris. We also call him Inktopus. He is a dungeon master. He usually DMs for me when I play games. While I look for somebody to raid, because I'm also not used to streaming at this time, I don't know who's online. Apparently I'm gonna lose my train of thought. If you haven't followed and you kind of like my content, please feel free to follow so you can see when I go online next. I am a new streamer and I am aiming for affiliate, as my adorable Bee-Bot has said. So please feel free if you want to follow. It means a lot to me. Thank you all though for coming regardless. This was a lot of fun. I think I'm gonna raid Dark Red Dove, who's playing Later Alligator. I think it's a holiday game and it's something I wanted to watch. So we're gonna pop over there. So I'm gonna set it up. I'm still getting used to doing this. It takes me a second. And I'm trying not to cough right into my mic. Boop. Alright, there we go. It's all set up. Again, thank you so much, guys. Especially this is my first time doing this D&D based one. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna actually start looking into character creation for some of the maps we made now. And hopefully we can stat our golden retriever elemental next time that we're here. Or if he's already statted, we can show him off.
I've got some thoughts on that one. I'm gonna have to play around with some things.
Sorry, couldn't hold it. Had to cough. Alright, again, thank you so much, guys. This means a lot to me. And soon as I'm sure everything is caught up, we're gonna raid.